Good morning, I'm Carlos Amesqua. 5 U.S. soldiers are killed during a training exercise.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Giselle Fernandez-Farron. A freak accident kills a woman at a Southland bus yard.
I'm Mark Krisky. Beautiful day today. Clear skies, lots of sunshine, mild temperatures, but rain, in the forecast. We'll have full details coming up.
I'm Willis Handmeyer in downtown Los Angeles. It's a big day for Catholics throughout the Americas. We'll tell you why coming up.
And Bill Smith live in Beverly Hills. Big fire lights up the nighttime sky. Details coming up live.
I'm Gail Anderson, filling in for Sam Rubin. Actor Nick Nolte faces arraignment, and George Clooney faces his famous friends at the premiere of his new movie.
All that plus LA's overweight kids on this Thursday, the 12th of December, 2002.
Live from Hollywood, this is the KTLA Morning News with Carlos Amesqua, Giselle Fernandez, Mark Krisky, Sam Rubin, and the entire KTLA Morning News team.
Holy cow.
Good morning, everyone. So not only is it supposed to rain this weekend when everybody's having parties and parades,
Yeah,
for Christmas holiday
okay.
season, it's El Nino, the first time in 10 years it comes around. It's supposed to come this weekend.
You think that's bad news? They're
What?
going to raise our rates on DirecTV, you know that.
Are they really?
That's
Good grief,
a
$2
You know what?
billion
I
digital
am
deal.
sticking with my cable company, Time Warner. Good morning. I love my Time Warner.
But
Video
see, they
on
have that,
demand.
They have that
bam.
NFL package so you can watch your team.
They
no
have
matter
that
where.
on Time Warner cable too.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. They
No,
have
they
the NFL.
don't.
Yes,
No, they
you
don't.
Maybe
They
you
do.
You keep promoting them on the air, they'll do anything for you.
Yeah, you know what? They dug up the whole street to lay my cable
Yeah,
on.
I'm sure they did.
They did, yeah. No, Time Warner, absolutely wonderful. I have no problem with cable. You know what? Those satellite dishes, they don't work in storms.
But you know what? Can I tell you something's wrong? When they say, oh, yeah, we'll come and fix your cable. We'll be there between 8 and 5.
Where do
And
you
then
get
they
your scientific
No,
information?
you know what? It's not 8 and 5 now. It's between noon and 5 or 8 and noon, and they're always
No, for
there.
you, it's at 8 on the dot AM because you're talking about and giving them free advertising every day.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. Warner. And good morning time to you, too. Okay, we have a storm system which is moving in, and it's coming in from the Pacific Northwest. Look at that. Rain,
Wow.
rain. About to move in. We'll have full details on what you can expect when the rain is going to come. We are on official storm watch. I've been put there. I feel like I'm being punished or something. This afternoon, a beautiful day.
$2 billion is what they're going to, anyway.
They're
that
going
all?
to raise your rate
For
to
the
$5 billion?
NFL. That's what they're paying the NFL.
How much?
You know why?
$2 billion over 5 years.
Do you want to know why? Because of people like you.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly. If you didn't watch it, you didn't buy it, they couldn't raise the price on you. 73, let's go to Jennifer York and Skycam 5.
Hey guys, good morning. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. It's so pretty. We're on the ground. It's okay. It's all right. Hey, let me tell you a couple things that were working. There was an earlier problem northbound side of the 5 at Colorado. There might be a little bit of delay there. I doubt it. It's probably the southbound side that's heavy. Also, we had an earlier problem westbound side of the 60 at Grand. And I'm sure there's still delays there heading through the Diamond Bar area. And we also have a problem working on the westbound side of the 91 at the 71. It was in the carpool lane, very heavy from before the 15. It's freezing out here, but it's great to be with you. I'm Jennifer York, outside of Skycam 5. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, nice to see you.
she looks
Vertical,
great
baby.
there.
Yeah, it's so nice. All righty. Bob McCormick, where are you? Vertical,
Good morning.
horizontal? Are we
For now.
up and down in the market?
We're sitting and we're waiting. Consumer spending is up, but so are claims for unemployment. So
Yeah,
after
it's-
two
it's like
updates, the
lame,
Dow
and
Jones
so if it
Industrials
gets moved
down
one way, it's
58
not good.
points.
We gotta find.
Lexus raking it in, and news on oil production, all that coming up. Carlos Giselle, back to you.
Thanks very much. First this morning in the news, 5 U.S. soldiers have been killed in a helicopter crash in Honduras. Local radio says a U.S. Black Hawk helicopter slammed into a mountain during a training exercise 85 miles north of Tegucigalpa. The U.S. military says the crash is being investigated as an accident. Heavy rain has been falling in the last few days there. We'll keep you updated as developments become available.
The Virgen de Guadalupe, it's her day today. Roman Catholics are wrapping up a 4-day religious celebration with a march, wrong camera there, through downtown Los Angeles and a mass at Our Lady of Angels Cathedral. It's such a beautiful morning for it. Willis Handmeyer is there with a look at the festivities. Hi, Will, it's amazing, isn't it?
It is, and so many people getting up so early for this. You can see the people behind me. They're just leaving Mass, a Mass that started about 5:30 this morning. As you mentioned, Giselle, this is really a big day for Catholics in Latin America and throughout the world. A celebration of the Virgin of Guadalupe appearing in a vision to an Indian in 1531. The day began at 4:30. Some 150 Catholic faithful and more than a dozen Aztec dancers gathering in front of the old cathedral, St. Vibiana's. The procession then made its way through downtown to the new cathedral. This march always starts early because the Virgin of Guadalupe is said to have appeared in a vision to Juan Diego before dawn. To Latin American Catholics, this has great significance. At that time, the Indian people were being oppressed, brutalized by the invading Spaniards. The vision of the Virgin of Guadalupe, a sign that those who are oppressed had hope. And it's a message that resonates with those who feel discrimination today.
People who are discriminated against, who have no place in our ordinary view of society, or marginated, and suddenly they find this story now speaks to them. And now they are welcomed by Cardinal Roger Mahony into the new cathedral of Our Lady of the Angels. They have a home, they have a place, and they have a destiny, they have a call, and they are transformed into people with a sense of dignity.
Now, this celebration will be continuing all day. You're hearing the sound of the drums being beaten by the Aztec dancers. They are putting on another demonstration right here in the central plaza of the cathedral. There will be other festivities throughout the day, food, and then another mass will be held at 7 o'clock this evening to conclude this very special day for Roman Catholics. Reporting live from the cathedral courtyard, I'm Willa Sandmeyer. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Willa. Nice to see you this morning.
French authorities have raided Vivendi Universal headquarters. Vivendi is the parent company of Universal Studios. Officials say the search today is part of an investigation into possible financial irregularities. The alleged problems occurred under former chairman Jean-Marie Messier. His home was also raided. Investigators claim Vivendi published misleading information to increase its stock value. Another police officer has been injured in a patrol car crash. An LA County Sheriff's deputy responding to an officer-involved shooting in Rosemead lost control of his patrol car and crashed into a tree. It happened at Garvey Avenue at Muscatel about 10 o'clock last night. Investigators say the car did have its lights and sirens on, but they don't know yet what caused the deputy to lose control. He was not injured, but the cruiser, as you can see, was damaged. It's the fourth accident involving a patrol car this month.
Sad story. A woman has been killed while washing buses overnight. The accident occurred at a city service yard in Pacoima. She was struck as a dash bus was moved into place to be cleaned. In a bizarre twist, another bus driver who saw what happened is a relative. She was so distraught, as you can imagine, that she was admitted to an area hospital. The accident is under investigation.
Investigators are determining the cause of a fire that ripped through a Beverly Hills building overnight.
Bill Smith is at the fire scene with the very latest. Hi there, Bill.
Yes, good morning. The investigators will arrive on the scene about a half hour or so from now once they get enough daylight to go inside and see what may have caused this fire. We are on Robertson, just a little bit north of Wilshire. It all broke out shortly after midnight, and huge flames roaring up from this building, as you can see in the 200 block of Robertson Boulevard at Clifton Way. And this was a big, dangerous fire. More than 40 LA firefighters assisting Beverly Hills. And it took about 20 minutes to get it all knocked down. The building sustaining major damage, as you see, most of it confined to the main upper floor of this two-story office building. Running the attic is what the firefighters call this sometimes, and that's dangerous because it can go anywhere once it starts running in the attic. They had to cut their way in order to vent the building. Firefighters said when they first arrived on the scene, they really had their hands full.
Beverly Hills resources were overwhelmed at that point, and we had to call Los Angeles City Fire Department.
With the addition of LA City fire units, the fire was knocked down in about 20 minutes. Very hot at first, risky business up there on the roof of a burning building. Firefighters cut their way inside. Two men were apparently living inside this commercial structure.
It's not clear at this time. It's a commercial building, so they really shouldn't have been living there, so we're not quite sure what they were doing there, but they did evacuate prior to our arrival, and they were not injured.
Still, this fire was a rude awakening for tenants of this mostly retail building.
Not a good way to wake up in the morning to a phone call going, oops, your building's on fire.
And as you can see from the live picture here right now, again, the upper floor of this two-story building pretty well gutted there. Always scary to see the firefighters up on the roof venting the fire. They got to let the heat and the smoke out so that they can then do their job down below. So they managed to keep it from going any further, got it knocked down after about 20 minutes, and in about half an hour, investigators will be on the scene to try to determine what caused this fire here on Robertson, just north of Wilshire. In Beverly Hills, Bill Smith, back to Hollywood.
What kind of traffic nightmare is that going to cause this morning for commuters?
Well, you know, Robertson is already a nightmare. Probably won't make much much difference at all.
Yeah.
No, actually, it's only a side street that is blocked, Clifton Way. Robertson remains open, and so people will have no traffic troubles.
All right.
No more than usual.
You'll have a few looky-loos, but that's about it. Okay, Bill, thanks
Thanks,
very
Bill.
much. A man in Texas finds out the hard way why gas pumps warn you to put containers on the ground before filling them. The 58-year-old man is standing in the bed of his pickup truck. Watch this video. Filling gas cans. Suddenly, a spark ignites the vapors.
Oh.
As you can see, he runs from
Oh,
the
my
truck
God.
in flames. Bystanders try to beat the flames down with their shirts and jackets. They finally put the fire out, and the man is hospitalized in stable condition with third-degree burns.
Oh, my Lord.
Pay attention to what they tell you.
Absolutely. Look at that lucky man.
Incredible.
All right, U.S. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld is attacking Saddam Hussein and delivering pep talks to troops in the Middle East today. Rumsfeld says Iraq has the capability for weapons of mass destruction. The secretary is in Qatar to oversee war games. He signed a deal to use a strategic airbase there. Rumsfeld is also urging Iraq to come clean with UN weapons inspectors.
It is clear that the
He's a funny
Iraqis have
guy.
weapons of mass destruction. The issue is not whether or not they have weapons of mass destruction. The issue is whether or not the Iraqi government has made a decision that the game is up and that it will comply with the United Nations resolutions and it will disclose what it has.
There are 5,000 U.S. troops stationed in Qatar.
Comedian Paula Poundstone has regained full legal custody of her 3 adopted children. The 41-year-old Poundstone allegedly drove drunk with her kids in the car to get some ice cream. She underwent alcohol rehabilitation after pleading no contest to child endangerment. The comic had a few choice words about the family court system.
The system isn't working well. That's, if I learned anything, it's that. And I knew that before, but I knew it in a way that didn't mean that much to me. Now I know it in a way that means a lot to me. And anybody could get stuck in here. Yeah, I made mistakes and I broke the law, and I'm more than willing to pay the price for that. But there's a price beyond that that my children have paid, and that's not what was supposed to happen.
The court appearance was only a formality. The kids were returned home from foster care a few days ago.
All righty, more than a quarter of California's children are overweight, seriously overweight. A new study says nearly 40% are not considered physically fit. Our Ron Olson reports.
Los Angeles County, filled with health-conscious folks who love going out to the gym to get all buffed out. If only our kids were in this kind of shape, but many are not. A comprehensive study looking at 5th, 7th, and 9th graders says a lot of the state's children are in less than great condition, that nearly 40% are not physically fit and more than a quarter are overweight. And Los Angeles County is ground zero.
People were shocked to find that really the epicenter of this problem of overweight children is right here in Los Angeles County.
The study shows that 26.5% of the state's public school children are overweight. Nationally, by rough comparison, the figure is closer to 15%. And 8 of the 9 assembly districts with the worst findings in the state are in Los Angeles County. What's the problem? Unsafe neighborhoods, parks that aren't kept up, too much junk food, and a lack of physical fitness programs at the schools. All of it is leaving too many kids without the right food and proper exercise, and that leads to concern about the potential for health problems.
When kids are overweight or not fit, they expose themselves to a whole host of health problems, whether it's diabetes, cancer, heart disease, asthma. They're at risk for all of these things at a much higher percentage than kids who are in shape.
What can be done? The experts say more physical education in the schools would be a start, but that it's a problem that will take years to fix. And even then, it won't be easy in a state with a budget shortfall that could hit $30 billion.
That was Ron Olson reporting, and I got to tell you, I was a fat kid. And I know, I mean, we're supposed to be the most healthy country in the world, and yet our kids keep eating the fast food, the fatty foods
active,
at
yeah.
lunches, the candy bars, the Twinkies.
Keep them active.
It's so hard to get through that, though. I mean, you know, sometimes when you're going home and all of a sudden the McDonald's on the left, Burger King on the right, and all these, you know, and that, and you're going home and you go, do I want to make a sandwich or a salad? Do I? And you go, you know what? Let's just stop.
Don't they have healthy school programs where that the lunches that they're taking out some of the fast food, like, you know, stuff at the lunches for your kids? No,
I don't know.
They're eating Twinkies.
They're eating Twinkies. Jennifer York is in Skycam 5. Let's go to the
Some
helicopter.
guy told me that at the 7-Eleven today they want to give me a ham and cheese sandwich for free today. I guess they're trying to promote that food out there, 7-Eleven. Anyway, good morning, everybody. We are at Van Nuys Airport,
What?
and yeah, they're giving away ham and cheese sandwiches at 7-Eleven today for free. I don't know why. Okay, let's go to our maps. It's a gorgeous day. Wow, it's kind of quiet in traffic, not too bad. Southbound side of the 5 at Pioneer, we're hearing about an accident there. There was actually an earlier stall South 5 in the Commerce area, so that's why you might find a little bit of slowing there. I think it was right around Washington. So southbound side, we've got a helicopter landing. Sorry about that. 605 south at Carson. The off-ramp is blocked by an overturned car, south 605 at Carson. That's Channel 7 that's landing. And our Caltrans camera is of Maine, the 5 at Maine. Left side of the roadway is the northbound 5. Southbound side, not too bad this morning. Heading in and out of the East LA area. I'm Jennifer York outside of Skycam 5. Back to you in the studio. You can thank Channel 7 for that.
Let's see him. Can you swing the camera around? Can you swing the camera around? Can you guys hear me?
Turn the camera around, Bob. We'll show you Channel
Yeah, let's
7.
see. Yeah, let's see them taking off.
do
Come
that?
on. Where are they?
Well, you know, this is what
Oh, they
happens
just
at an
came in?
airport.
There they
People
are.
land. So there you go. They got a nice ship there.
They do. Is Dallas in there? Is Dallas Raines in there?
What's that? I can't even hear you. It's
can't
so
hear
loud
me.
out
Okay.
here.
Thanks a lot, Jennifer. Beautiful weather out there, though. We're on the ground, not because of any clouds or fog or anything like that. Beautiful sunny day, and Skycam 5 having some problems. High yesterday, 70 degrees. Normal for this time of the year, 69. Overnight low dropping down to 52. The sun will set at 4:45. What a gorgeous day today. Probably the nicest day of the week. And then after that, the temperature will start to drop. The low pressure system will start to move in. We do have a high, which is parked right here over the Great Basin. We're looking at a little bit of an offshore flow. But by the time we get closer to Friday and into Saturday and the weekend, there is the low with the cold front. That is going to start pushing and edging and inching into our area. Rain on Saturday, continuing all the way through into Sunday. With that cold front pushing in across Southern California, you can expect that rain to be kicking up. And then directly after that, there's a second system which is pulling through, and that's